Welcome, one and all, my friends, my fam, my fellow fans of Clash of Clans. It is your host, Galadon. It is the 60th installment of Gold Pass Clash, and today I am proud to announce you will be seeing the very last Baby Dragon Home Village raid ever. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the upgrades. For the most part today, I'm going to be focusing on getting the Archer Tower, Wizard Tower, and Cannons caught up to Town Hall 11 level before we upgrade anything else. And here, my friends, is the ultimate last final terminus. This is it. So if you enjoy Baby Dragons, definitely go back, watch the playlists, watch the older videos, maybe watch some builder base attacking. But as far as the home village, we are donezo, we are finito, we are... There's just not going to be any more. It's been enough. It's been many baby dragons have perished in the making of this series, and of course, no cash clash as well. But it is time to move on and be nicer to winged creatures. I love birds. I also love dragons, so let's go easy on them. But they have done a good job, right? I mean, check that out right there. That is nearly the biggest raid we've ever had, 2.1 million in gold and elixir, and enough to get another upgrade going. And I asked you guys, what should I upgrade next? Everybody in the comments was like, Galadon, you're using baby dragons, let's go lightning. And I agreed with you. Lightning spells definitely getting the upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and misclick. Right. Okay. Hey, I said I was done with baby dragons anyway, so we shouldn't be complaining, right? Balloons are going to help out with queen charges. Remember the coconut loon? That's the one you drop in. You're hoping to find that seeking air mine and save a healer. Definitely going to make a world of difference if your balloon is one level higher getting destroyed by a seeking air mine than... Right. Whatever. We have to get those things upgraded eventually anyway, so we might as well. And maybe it's a good excuse to switch to some balloons and dragons. I said it was going to be nicer to winged creatures. Well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Like I said, we're just upgrading stuff in the lab. Most of what we are using that we're focusing on here at Town Hall 11 is upgraded. Speaking of upgrades, yes, we have level 7 goblins, so it is time to use a potion because, of course, we would not use Dark Elixir unless we really needed to over here to boost a super troop because of the fact that, well, we still need to get several levels in the Barbarian King. What was that? That was definitely not another baby dragon raid. You did not see that. That did not happen. We are out looking for our first ever monster base. Check this one. Hold on. Check this one out. Another multi-millionaire raid coming in hot. This is the Town Hall 12 that needs to go down to our first ever attempt on this account with the sneaky goblins. Now remember, we do not have super wall breakers, so what I've chosen to do in the early raids is to bring 12 earthquake spells. Now the problem with that is, of course, A, you only get 3 entries into the base. Of course, you get a 4th with a log launcher here, but 2, it's also pretty expensive on the Dark Elixir. If we're trying to save Dark, it's almost always going to be a better idea to bring 5 jump spells. Also, think about whether you're really needing to get into the core of the base. If you use 2 jump spells, that's almost always going to span enough layers of walls to get you towards the storages, the town hall, whatever it is that you're focusing on. But for the most part, these sneaky goblin raids are going to be fine around the outside. Notice though, here we are again focused on grabbing every last bit of gold elixir and dark elixir. That is considered a perfect raid. Doesn't matter, even if you lose trophies. Okay, technically, you're never going to lose trophies because you're always going to be grabbing the town hall, which almost always has loot in it because it acts as a storage. Here we go, spamming everybody into the core. Check out that invis spell. That's right, they go to the other storages first, back to the town hall, and it becomes a perfect raid for our first ever sneaky goblin raid on Gold Pass Clash. And again, like I said, farewell to baby dragons. Now check this one out. Okay. This is, by the way, the largest raid I have ever seen on Gold Pass or No Cash Clash. I've never seen 2.7 million total. And it just so happens that this base would have been ideal for half a dozen super wall breakers. Maybe jump spells would have been really good too. Think about it. There would have been precisely the exact number of jump spells that we needed. Could have used the log launcher to get into the core as well, but no, it doesn't work out. And unfortunately now we are left with this struggle of where do we get the most loot? Remember that the gold mines here are worth a little bit more than 100,000 each. The elixir collectors were worth a little bit less than 100,000 each, and then the storages were about 90,000 each. It just worked out that the loot was really evenly distributed throughout the entire base, so that made it that much more difficult to attempt to get every last piece. And of course, remember, we also additionally have the disadvantage of not having the Barbarian King or the Grand Warden. Had we had those two additional heroes, I'm thinking, yes, we get to the rest of the loot. So yeah, it's not that impressive because we are going to leave several 100,000 behind, so you can't call it a record raid, but it was the biggest I've seen as a Town Hall 11. That's the most loot I've ever seen. And I envisaged the heck out of this gold mine right here as these wall breakers. Yeah, yeah, and the giant bomb. So yeah, you know, mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. It happens. We did get through that last enclosure, got one more elixir collector and gold mine, picked up over 2 million, but yeah, far from a record. But of course, we are far from done because we're going to make the most of these sneaky goblins as we get through as many raids as we possibly can. And yes, I am finding raid after raid after raid that is over 1 million of each. It is not that difficult to do in, I would say, Master 2 to Crystal 2. Just be willing to next about 50 times, okay? You've got to be patient. You know, remember, you're going to be spending gold, but it's an investment. It is going to come back because if you wait, you are going to see raids like this. They do show up. I just think that maybe I hit the next button more than the average player, and part of that is because I have you guys to keep me company when I am live streaming these accounts on fb.gg/real Galadon Gaming pretty much every night of the week except for Saturdays at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern, 3 a.m. London time, and early in the morning in the Far East. So sorry, you guys that are over there in India and such. It is pretty early in the morning when I start live streaming, but hey, if you want to get up early and hang out, you're more than welcome. Definitely stop by and perhaps pick up a gift card for a gold pass. Okay, now watch the 900 IQ invisibility spell right here as it sends the sneaky goblins onto the dark elixir storage and then back to the town hall. You know, maybe they would have gotten there anyway, but I just thought that was kind of cool because I wanted to try to get to the over 10,000 in Dark Elixir, and check it out, one of my biggest raids ever. We are definitely on a roll with the sneaky goblins and just trashing bases left and right. But okay, as I show you the final sneaky goblin raid of today's video, I just wanted to say that I am also on this account open to suggestions for other type raids. We're not going to only use sneaky goblins, and in fact, I'm going to try to avoid using them simply because I can't really dedicate that much time to raiding. And if you're going to spend 25,000 Dark Elixir to boost a troop like this, then you should be raiding a lot in order to earn that Dark Elixir back, especially when I've got, I believe, about 3 or maybe 4 more levels on the Barbarian King before he's maxed. Now, of course, once he's maxed out, then let's go. We're going to definitely be boosting the sneaky goblins, and yes, I should have upgraded the wall breakers before so that we could boost them when the time comes, but by the time we get the king maxed out, we will have upgraded the wall breakers, and then everything will come together in a beautiful package, and we will be able to do the raids just like No Cash Clash is doing, so that we can pass No Cash Clash. I'm thinking sometime this year we definitely pass the No Cash Clash account and prove that a gold pass accelerates you insanely quickly, right? It really, really does make a huge difference. Okay, one more time, back to upgrading the archer tower so that they are all matchy-matchy, the cannons so that they match up as well, and finally, yes, here we go. So the wizard towers, gonna get this bad boy to level 9 so he looks just like his brothers. That feels good, and I think that is about it for upgrades for the day. Oh wait, we do have one more thing to do, and that is to scold the know-it-all commenters down in the comments on this series for not catching the fact that the Spell Factory has been on the wrong side for many, many episodes. Don't know how you guys missed that. It definitely was done on purpose. Okay, here we go into the status report for Gold Pass Clash, and notice that the trophies have begun to rise again. Remember my name and hard work, I will rise soon. And okay, as far as the points, we're just about maxed out, so the King's Skin is next episode. Not that we're super excited about that. Gems have also risen just a bit. Time to spend some on maybe a Book of Heroes. And speaking of heroes, getting close, Barbarian King almost level 48. Make sure you stop by a live stream. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag Galafam, and that's why I love, thinking about, appreciate every single one of you every single day. So get out there, make the best of the rest of your day. Be kind to other people, animals, and planet. I'll see you back here again tomorrow for more full attacks.
Galadon, I like baby dragons. They're my favourite.